Okay, I want to talk about the reality of being an entrepreneur in New Mexico, even Albuquerque. First of all, first things first.
Even grants.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing, bro?
First things first.
Ruidoso.
Yeah.
What is the name of all the cities? That's a beautiful town, by the way.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah. Where's the arrays at?
The what?
The arrays.
Magdalena.
Yeah, that's cool.
They say Socorro, but it's actually
I love those African deer-looking things.
Oh, with the curved things.
Dude, that's so cool that we have them here.
Yeah. They got a cool name.
Yeah, people hunt them, and they said that the meat is like primo, like
listen,
tastes amazing.
As long as you're eating the entire thing, I'm cool with it. The reality of being an entrepreneur here in the city,
right,
or in the state. Number one, this is not Silicon Valley.
No.
Okay. New Mexico hasn't had any unicorns. The investors typically invest in technology that comes out of the labs that the government has already vetted.
Yes.
So if you are showing up with something that's more of like a generalist investment or a soft technology, anything like that, you're going to have like trouble convincing the dinosaurs here what to do with it. Now, a lot of us in the area, and I had this trouble early before we generated revenue, is how do you get funding pre-rev? They're so picky, the angels here. Very, very picky. Even though you're a local business, they're like, yeah, I don't feel like it. I'm going to save my money for a technology coming out of the labs. If you're coming with anything other than that sort of track, you're going to have difficulty. You have an arm tied behind your back.
Well, I mean, it's safe for them.
Yeah,
the investors.
They're not really angel investors. They're just being safe.
They're just lab investors.
Yeah, they're lab investors. Let's be honest about it. So when you're over here investing, you got to come to the reality that it's a fantastic place to run a business here in New Mexico. It's cost effective. It's very easy to test out your technology or your product or service because people are willing to try stuff here. They're willing to try it locally, much more than other places. There's less competition.
Yes.
But with that, you get, frankly, less resources. It's not Silicon Valley. People are going to come and visit you, not going to back you up. Many of the people here in the area are not serial entrepreneurs.
The networking effect is not
right.
There's like if you go to a party and a Stanford party.
Yeah, it's not like that. No. We're all strangers coming together, and the people in the current groups are pretty much dinosaurs.
Yes,
frankly.
Well, we saw that firsthand.
We saw it firsthand. If everybody's wearing suits at a networking event, there's a problem.
A tech networking event.
At a tech networking, it doesn't work. And in this area, it's also very difficult to get the local press to give you any press.
Yes,
which is what they should be doing. They all need stories, and we all need to uplift one another.
100%. Yes.
And so you're going to find that as a difficulty. So for many things, you're going to have to look to the outside. Okay. I want to offer a piece of advice. When you're talking to someone and you're trying to raise money, okay, you've done all your stuff. It's all baked out. You got all the content. You've done all your due diligence work you have to do for yourself before you share. If you get on a call with any of these people locally here and you're really trying to make it work and they just start giving you advice and they're not writing you a check, hang up the fucking call. Hands down. There's so much money out there.
Dude,
I'm
was
not
hearing
joking.
that the other day. They were talking about how much money is there. Well, I mean, the 1% made how much money during COVID?
No, I know that.
And they can't have it in cash?
Yeah.
Because of inflation, so they got to do something with it.
They have to do something with it. So I want to share that. If you're an entrepreneur here in the area, maybe you're in tech, fintech, new type of insurance, underwriting, anything like that, these are 20 to 30x multiples. There are a lot of people looking to invest, and most of them are outside of here.
Yeah.
Your maximum check size you're probably going to get, like normal check size, is probably like 25 to 50s here. And 250 at the highest, at a maximum.
But if you're smart about it, and I want people to understand this on the dynamics of this, you can get a plane ticket for $89
Yep.
for one day, and it takes you 3 hours to fly to Seattle. It takes you 2 hours to fly to San Francisco. It takes you an hour and a half to fly to LA.
Yeah.
So that's very, very cheap. You can get an Uber or go rent a car and schedule 2 or 3 appointments that day and then fly back that night.
And it's worth your time. Those people will be willing to see you.
Yes.
They know what the multiples are.
Yes.
People are a little blind here in the Albuquerque,
right.
Santa Fe area. They don't really get it. So what I would say is that if someone's just giving you advice and they're not getting to the point of cutting a check, or even telling you that they're not going to cut a check,
Right.
end the conversation. You're wasting your time. There's so much money everywhere else.
Yes.
And I'm not saying don't do business. Do business here, but get your money elsewhere.
Yes.
Okay? Until the investors and the local VC community wakes up to what's available. And that's something that I would like to share, because I've been through that. And a lot of people, this is great. Oh, your company's going to fail. This is going to happen. It's like, no. Listen, unless you put money in, I don't want your damn advice.
How many, look this up if you don't mind, how many banks did the CEO of Starbucks, I forget, I always know his name. What's his name?
It takes this.
How many banks did he talk to before he got a little bit of money? I'm talking like a little bit of money. His first investment was, God, I see his face. I know him. I follow him. I read his book.
And I'm not trying to, this is not a point of being arrogant. When you're raising capital and someone's not getting to the point of either cutting you a check and they're just offering you advice the whole time, and that's all they do, or telling you how you should run your business. The second they tell you how you should be running your business,
leave.
You
need to get off the phone. Yeah.
This is a game of probability.
Right.
Nothing else.
But get organized too. Like get a CSV list. You can use Excel for free, Google Sheets. Put these people in there. Make like a little CRM. They have free CRMs on there. And then put, though this person I talked to, not this person. Hold yourself accountable.
Point of advice. And here's a little trick.
I mean, you know this. You do this all the time.
I do this all the time. Here's a little trick. If there is a phone number for the office, call it immediately. Don't let them ignore you. Get right in their face. Otherwise, they won't care. They won't pay attention.
No.
Do not open up with the words valuation.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Let them come to you with what they think. Okay? And then beyond that, if someone's going to rope you in, like if you got a warm intro from somebody else, keep them CC'd the entire way on the email.
Yes.
Otherwise, the person you get introduced to will say, oh, yeah, great, let's set it up, and then ghost you.
Yeah.
Because you've removed the other person, so they don't feel like they are responsible to the actual track of the conversation itself.
Yeah, these things are so important.
So use these 3 little tips for raising money. Go elsewhere, okay? Prove it out here. Do your stuff. Drive a tiny bit of revenue, and then show them how you scale it up. Present all the time. Do not take anyone's advice on how to run your company unless they wrote you a check. That's when they bought your eartime. But apart from that, you're a founder, and you're out to go do what you got to do, and that's run the business.
Thank you for joining us on the Albuquerque Business Podcast. And thanks to our sponsor, RigbyDigital.com. Make sure to subscribe and share. And go to ABQPodcast.com. Get show notes, resources, and links to everything we talked about today to help you navigate your journey as an entrepreneur and business owner.